All right, ideas about Bitcoin 6. Investment strategies. I have always thought about investing in terms of like big market movements and investing in players in those movements. So putting my faith more in what the market is doing. For instance, like I invested in Baidu just when I understood like that it was the Chinese Google and Chinese internet growth was growing exponentially, and just assuming that the brand that is there most prominently will continue to be. Um, and also just think about the fact that Google's probably hard to say for Chinese people, right? Like seriously, I mean, so I invested in Baidu, and that was a pretty nice investment. Um, I invest in crypto the same way, so you should certainly do your research because I am learning as I go and doing what I feel like. But currently, I have like 20% of my holdings in Bitcoin Cash and like 80% of them in Litecoin. And the next one I'm looking to invest in is Ripple. The main reason I did that was because I downloaded Coinbase, like most people. That's a wallet and a way to exchange currency that is something like 30,000 people a day downloading it. It's the most used. So as soon as new coins hit that wallet, they're getting a boost. So Coinbase just introduced Bitcoin Cash, and I was like, what is Bitcoin Cash? And I watched it skyrocket, and I was like, oh, Bitcoin Cash is this really weird thing that I guess in some sense probably threatens the entire Bitcoin ecosystem, but they literally split the code. Like you had this trail of the blockchain, and there are some serious problems with Bitcoin around the time it takes and how many transactions the blockchain can actually process. And so Bitcoin Cash was like taking one tack to trying to fix that problem and literally split the blockchain. So really weird and interesting. And this is kind of the world of cryptocurrencies. Like anything can happen. It's out there. It's like kind of like open source software. It's just kind of there and it exists, and you can like do stuff with it. People could look at it and change it and be like, now it's going to be this form. Very strange to think about. It's not like I could just start printing dollars and say these are dollars too. Like I photocopy these dollars, they're dollars. But that's kind of what people did. So I'm investing in that largely just because it has the name Bitcoin in it. I mean, it's like, I think the newer ones are going to move pretty much step in step with the main players as long as they're traded in equal ways. So just look at Coinbase to see what's going on. And Coinbase is going to introduce new altcoins. Bitcoin Cash was, I guess, the first thing they've introduced lately, and they're saying they're going to introduce more. Any that get introduced are going to see spikes. I like Ripple because it's focusing on business, blockchain for business. Like I said earlier, blockchain is like the real technological advancement here, and the applications to business are huge. So anyone who's positioning themselves in that light is someone I'm interested in, and they've already got corporate partnerships and things, so they're on their way. Litecoin I chose just because when I looked at Coinbase, there were three. It was like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. I just looked at the returns and I was like, well, they're all pretty much moving together, but Litecoin's returning the most. I'm going to do Litecoin. Interestingly, now the founder of Litecoin just sold it all, and so, you know, there's a big surprise, and there's people kind of speculating on the internet about Litecoin being adopted by Facebook. Who knows? But that would be huge, and that would be right in line with what I mentioned in an earlier video, where you're going to see these big companies staking their terrain in the crypto, and they're going to be trying to, once again, create these walls that really don't fit in the ideology of the currency, but that's the way the world moves right now, and eventually that will go away, but in the beginning that's going to be provide big boosts. So factors I'm looking at, what is most easily tradable on the most popular wallets? Whatever is going to see a boom because there's so many new people coming into these markets. Two, any evidence that coins are being linked with the major tech players, like the big four basically, to me, is super positive and reason to invest. Any new technology, and this is the part like I'm not as up on, because I'm, like I say, I'm just learning and I don't understand all the coding, but I'm starting to look into IOTA, I believe it's called, which is built on Tangle technology, which is different from the blockchain. So as far as I understand, I haven't gotten to really getting into this yet, but instead of having all these computers pointing at and verifying this transaction, it's like you get the transaction and you verify like the ones closest to you, like one or two, and then like it goes down the line like that, and it occupies far less computing power. So right now, my friend told me that one transaction on Bitcoin costs the same amount of electricity in terms of computing power to verify that transaction in the blockchain as it takes to power a house in the US for a day. Excuse me. That is disgusting, right? It's disgusting. It's really dumb, I think, to tie the value of it to computing power like that. But hey, it makes the blockchain work, and like, hey, they wanted to tie it to something. I think there are many other things you could tie it to, which will be more sustainable. And I think we're going to see that, and that sort of technology, the technology of like how the money is actually transferred. People are creating all new technologies. If you're in on that, that's going to be a big key to what's going to boom. But all in all, like just investing in the big, probably 5, I think for probably at least the next 5 years is pretty safe, honestly. I mean, you got to be able to ride the volatility. Don't invest for less than a year, like I would invest for at least 5, and probably more when you see where it's going to go. But, make your own decisions. It's kind of the Wild West, but I think for me, it all comes down to this. It's like, I think about this point of singularity 1,000 years in the future. How old is the United States? How old has the currency been around? How old has like modern currency been around? Look at the perspective of what will people be using 1,000 years from now. If you understand pretty much anything about blockchain, it's very easy to see that they will be using the currencies that we're developing now far, 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 far more likely to look at that point of singularity than the nation-backed currencies. It just makes more sense, right? It's like, why would I use Encyclopedia Britannica when I have Wikipedia? I wouldn't, right? I just wouldn't. But people aren't used to it yet, and people are scared of it, which makes sense. It's new, and no one understands it. Like, when I started seeing things like blockchain pop up in my news reports, I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. So get out there and start reading. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there to help you understand. There's people basically of every type who will talk in some language you understand, and you're going to find the people that you trust, and those personalities are helping people understand. But it's the future, it really, it's the way everything is moving, and I think the earlier you get in, the smarter. Of course, do it in a wise way. It's extremely volatile, but don't ignore it. Don't ignore it.